Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to make this group of tangent circles that lives inside an annulus. So let's get started. So I'm going to make a new GeoGebra file, and I'm going to start by making an n-sided polygon. So I'm going to do A equals 0, 0, B equals 1, 0. I'm going to make a slider that's an integer from 7 to 30. There are constructions for making tangent circles with 6 or less circles, so we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to focus on 7 or up. And then I'm going to grab my regular polygon tool, click on A, then B, and I want n vertices. And so this polygon changes size like that. I'm just going to leave it on 7 for my construction. And I'm going to make the opacity of this polygon 0. I'm going to grab my perpendicular bisector tool, and I'm going to put one in here and here. I'm going to grab my intersect tool, and I'm going to create the center and this midpoint. And I'm going to put in a circle here. I want the intersection of this circle with this line, so that makes 2 points. And I'm going to put in this circle and this circle. So that creates my annulus, and I'll have a ring of these tangent circles around it, no matter what size I have here. All right, so the trick is going to be getting a little circle in here and a circle in here. So let's go ahead and reflect this circle over the central vertical, so I can see where that little circle is going to be in both places. So what we're going to do is use some hyperbolas to find it and to find this one, and then I'm going to have to do circle inversion and hyperbolas to find this one. All right, so let's do this little guy first. So what I want to grab is my hyperbola tool, and I'm going to select the 2 foci of my hyperbola first, and then I want to point on the hyperbola. And so what that does is it gives me the center of that tangent circle, like so. So that gives me the little one, and I have to do a little bit more work to get this one because these 2 circles are inside this big circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reflect about circle to get these circles outside that circle. And I'm going to use the hyperbola trick to get a circle here and then reflect that back inside. So I need the center of one of these circles, and then I'm going to put a hyperbola with foci at the center of those, and that passes through that point of tangency. And I want these 2 points. Now I have this tangent circle, and I can reflect it back inside. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a sequence of rotations of circle E2, circle C1, and circle P2. Let me highlight those in a different color so I can easily read them off. So I'm going to type sequence, rotate, C_1, E_2, and P_2 by 2 pi I over n about point, I think it's 8, no, point E1. Okay. Where I varies from 0 to n-1. And there we have it. And if I want to get any more circles, all I have to do is find a circle through 3 points and do some circle inversion. So let's say I want the circle that lives right here. So I'm going to hide that list. So if I want the circle that lives here, I want the point where these two circles are tangent, these two circles are tangent, and these two circles are tangent. And then I'm going to do a circle through 3 points. And then I need a circle that's tangent to those 3 circles, which is going to be this one. And I'm going to reflect that about that circle, and it gives me this little circle. So you can keep doing that to get as many of those little circles filled in as you want. But I think that's enough for now. Gives you an idea of how to use that hyperbola trick and circle inversion to get some tangent circles.